welcome to the Fandom Show, the podcast where we learn about fantastic fandoms by talking to our favorites about their favorites. I am Kaya Green.
I am Stephanie Snooki Malik.
And today, as I'm sure you might have just put together, we are talking about the definitive voices on the subjects of gym, tan, and laundry.
GTL.
That's right, we are talking about Jersey Shore. Oh, Steph, are you so excited?
Look, I love, I was going to say I love reality TV. That's not always true.
Not
but
always.
I love some reality TV.
Yes.
And this is one that I really enjoyed back when it first came on TV.
Right, so you watched it in its first airing.
I did. I watched the original seasons of it. I wish I could remember any of it. Fantastically famous for having no memory whatsoever.
Not how your brain works.
But boy, did I love Pauly D and Vinny. Those were my boys.
Yeah.
I just wanted the best for them.
Yeah.
I don't know how they turned out. I can't wait to find out.
Yeah, we're probably about to find out.
But yeah, so I know about the original series. I watched it all. I enjoyed it all. But beyond that, I don't know much about Jersey Shore these days. I don't know what Snooki's up to. I hope she's well. I think she has kids.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a whole family version of the show now. Kai, what do you know about Jersey Shore?
Okay, very little.
Oh, great.
So here's what I know. I know that when I was in college, my girlfriend at the time brought me over to her house.
Wait, you're gay?
Oh, shit. This has become a different podcast.
Oh, no.
My girlfriend at the time brought me over to her house. We were all just hanging out, and she was like, you have to see this show. She made me sit through it, and by the end of the 60 minutes, I was in the fetal position. I was very uncomfortable. I really didn't like it at the time because I have never been a big... It's not that I've never been a big reality TV person, because there's definitely reality TV I have been into.
Yeah, you
but
like
there's
cozy reality TV, gentle competition.
Or competition shows. Like, I remember back when it was really big, So You Think You Can Dance really had me. Even like Survivor. I watched Survivor. I watched America's Next Top Model. I liked the competition where there was like an artistic flair to it. But this was the first time I had seen, I think, because I didn't watch Big Brother or any of that. This was, which I guess is also a competition. What am I saying? Anyway, this was the first time I watched like a social reality show that is just watching people hang out.
Yes.
And most of the time, those are not people you would want to hang out with.
No.
And that is like a big blind spot for me in terms of reality TV. It's something my brain doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't see the appeal. I totally see the appeal. My brain just doesn't like it.
Yeah.
So I never watched it, but I know it was so huge. So I'm very excited to learn more about it.
Yeah. Do you know who knows so much about it?
Is it you?
No, Kaya.
I
That would be
refuse to
a really
learn.
short show. It's our guest, Justin Gray, who is a meatball-approved writer, costumer, and totally smushable drag queen straight out of the backwoods of freaking Nova Scotia, baby. He created the award-winning CBC Gem series Queens, like, hello, iconic, and have dressed up shows like Big Brother Canada, Dark Side of the Ring, and Beast Games in full sparkle fantasy. Drag queen? Duh. Designer? Yes. TV Slayer? Always. So clap it up, tease the poof, and pass the pickles. It's Justin, bitch. Did I do that, Justin?
You did, and my favorite thing, once again, I ran this through the enemy, ChatGPT.
The enemy.
You're a writer.
I
Yeah.
know, but like, okay, so the very first podcast I did with you guys, I ran it through and had it in RuPaul's voice.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was maybe on the business end of my weed vape last night when I was watching.
Supposed to the vacation end.
Yeah, well, they were on vacation, so was I. And then I was like, oh my God, I don't think I haven't much to upgrade my profile or my bio. So I just ran through the same bio, the RuPaul one, and told it to sound like Snooki. And I'm wondering if at some point, if I keep doing this show, thank you, that at some point it's going to be like when you translate something from English to Dutch and then from Dutch to English and that back to Dutch. And like at some point it's just going to be like
Gibberish.
gobbledygook.
Yeah.
Like,
Word salad.
Yeah, purple
Yeah.
monkey dishwasher
Yeah.
energy.
You know what? We'll have to keep having you
No,
back in order to do this experiment.
Exactly. It's Warholian. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
We have
doing
to know.
art
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Did I do art?
I'm sorry.
Not
You're
again.
welcome.
I just keep doing that.
My bad.
All right, we're going to start at the very beginning. A very good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pretend someone listening has never heard of Jersey Shore. How would you explain it to them?
The Italian-American pilgrimage as put together and put forth through a docu-soap opera taking place in seaside heights of New Jersey, investing into what would almost be a Rumspringa of sorts for the entire summer.
Jersey Shore wish they had that description.
Yeah,
anyway.
truly.
That was
They
perfect.
should.
It
Yeah.
was absolutely perfect. Yeah, it's a bunch of Italian Americans go to the seaside, cause
Yeah.
some trouble, get too drunk, make mistakes.
It's a meditation on the Guido.
That's right. And yeah, to make this clear, because I know some Italian Americans were like, I hate this.
Yes.
It is a very specific subset, a very specific subculture, in fact, right?
Yeah, it's the Guido. I mean, like that was. I'm sure it's still around in like its capacity, but it was much more of like a late '90s, mid 2000s kind of experience.
Sensation, if you will.
Just spray painted Italians like with too much hair product.
Yep.
And like it's kind of like a thing in that part of the world where they go to a share house in the summer in New Jersey and like they all rent it out. It's kind of like a coming of age. Like they're all 21. They rent this house for the summer and they just get absolutely messed on the shore.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of like their little history to it. It's been going on for a while there apparently.
Yeah. When did the show start?
It started in 2008. I think they
Oh
shooting
my
in
gosh.
2007 and then
What
Yeah.
a time
Yeah,
that was.
a time capsule, certainly.
God, I can picture the tank tops.
Now, how did you get into this?
So I was living in the States when the show started advertising on MTV, and I remember a bunch of people I was around. Sorry, my Snooki's kicking in. Were from that part, if not from New Jersey itself, and they were all just kind of eye rolling. Because I had never heard the term Benny before or anything like that, and they were explaining what it was, and like, oh, it's just probably gonna be garbage.
What is Benny?
Benny is it's an acronym, like the first letters of different words all make up another word under itself. Yeah, an acronym. So it's the 5 cities that are around shore, like that part of New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Bayonet, Elizabeth, Newark, and New York, and those are what they call those people because they're all coming in. Like a big aspect of the show is like they're not making fun of people from New Jersey. All these people are actually not from New Jersey,
Right.
Except for like
yes.
2 of them, and they're like kind of from the closer to New York parts of Jersey than the Jersey Shore itself. So
Yeah.
Got it.
When I was doing some reading about this, I understood that there were officials in Jersey that were like, we don't feel like this represents our state.
No,
this is
they
not who
don't.
we are. And that makes a
Yeah.
lot of sense that people would travel there for that.
Yeah. They're like there's 2 of them from Staten Island, then Long Island, then Bronx, and then I believe Dina is like Dina and Mike are both from New Jersey.
Got it.
But,
Like this situation.
The situation. Yeah.
Situation.
At least we forget.
All right. Before we get into the cast, so you just started watching it, but you were with people who were from that area.
Yeah, and I didn't really care much about it. I think I was kind of like in my I'm above this era. And then I finally during the pandemic is when I just sat down and gave it a good old watch.
Oh, so you didn't watch it in time at all?
No, this is a lot like my relationship with girls. Like I didn't watch it as it was happening. I watched it years later, and I think having the hindsight made it a lot funnier and a lot more palatable.
Interesting.
Because
Yeah.
you can't understand the party rock lifestyle when you're in the party rock lifestyle.
Yeah.
Sure, of
As
course.
I-
You were
as
too,
I was.
too deep in it.
Oh no, I violently was. I was working at Hustler Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, my God.
With like those big Say Something T-shirts, and LMFAO was performing on Sunset Boulevard one day for this big outdive festival. And
Oh,
so
my
yeah, I
God.
was like thick into the party rock era.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
loved
this
it.
was like, I absolutely cannot with any of this.
No, it was kind of like, ugh, but I wasn't nearly as bad as them. I still couldn't maintain a tan or be able to like, in order to glue my hair that high to the sky.
It's gravity defying.
Yeah.
So when the show aired, where were we in the landscape of reality TV?
This, I would say, it's like a post-Hills world, whereas this aired just after the recession stopped, quote unquote, right? So you had that like weird Tuscany and Tucson energy of like beige and terracotta interiors of houses, and everything had to be kind of like placid and easily enjoyed. And then you had the hills, and all these people were like manufactured and very like streamlined, and they all had jobs and they all knew what they were doing, and like
And The Hills was part scripted, part reality.
it was advertised as reality, and then it became heavily scripted.
Got it.
Like it was pretty honed in towards the end. And then Jersey Shore kind of came out as its like counterpoint, and in the way that most things do, right? Like most popular things, they have to be so outlandish in order to survive. But like at that point, we had already had Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Yeah.
We had Buddy the Cake Boss, even as much as like the Long Island Medium. He was not New Jersey, but centric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's the water was there. This was just like the strike, you know, that kind of ignited it all.
Yeah. So like, the precedent had been set.
Yeah, and they also like when they were creating the show, there was also things like Growing Up Gotti. Did you guys ever watch that?
I know of it, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was on A&E, I want to say it was. It was like one of their first forays into reality TV, and it followed the Gotti family. So John Gotti's wife and his sons, who he's like a notorious like mobster.
Yeah.
He was put in, I think he died or he was put in prison.
I don't know
his
outcome, but I know he was heavily involved with the families.
Yeah. Cement Mary Janes, you know, that kind of thing. But his sons were all guidos, and his wife was a guidette, obviously. So, like, they were kind of the prototype for what we saw. And then when Jersey Shore was coming around, they were trying to cast the guys on it, but they wouldn't do it. And I believe I did a bit of research into this because I always figured out what happened. They cast Mike first because he was on this stock tape called America's Biggest Guido.
Right, yes.
Yeah, he was like the very first cast, and the very last one was Vinny. Or not Vinny, it was Pauly D.
Yeah.
But
it was going to be like a competition show.
It was, yeah. It was supposed to,
Yeah.
It was supposed to be like one Guido enters, kind of, or one Guido leaves, kind of thing.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
So who guides the most?
Yeah.
Guido.
Can we guide?
Two guides.
I guide, you guide, we guide.
Yeah. And then obviously through all of that, they changed. But and then also it was supposed to be different cast every season. But because of how iconic they were, they just kept them and like kept the train rolling.
Yeah.
But the casting of it was really funny as well because like they didn't do traditional casting like they did on Facebook. And that's how like I think Jenny and them found him.
JWoww.
And JWoww, our fave. But then like they did casting at bars and clubs and colleges and stuff. So they found Snooki at a bar, although she had already been on another MTV show.
Okay.
She was on an episode of Is She Really Going Out With Him? Which is just
funny.
Like odd couple kind of dating show thing.
Wasn't she also training to be a vet tech?
Yeah, and she's a competitive cheerleader.
Oh my god.
So interesting.
You find out a lot about that in the family vacation seasons when Dren takes over and she starts doing herkies, blackout drunk. It's really great.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently like in her audition process she was deciding between that or whether to finish vet tech school. And I couldn't help but wonder I hope you're happy with your choice. Like,
I hope you're happy now.
Yeah, exactly.
We're really getting into Wicked in this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so apparently Snooki was auditioned at the bar, was already drunk.
Oh, yeah.
Proceeded to get blackout drunk, blacked out in the middle of the interview, vomited, and then left.
We're like, perfect.
Yeah, they were like, either she's a total disaster or she's a superstar. We have to cast her either way. And then she was the second cast in the show.
Oh my god.
That's the only job interview that you succeed that way.
Failing upwards. That's kind of the story of her life, and I love it. Yeah.
So let's run through the whole cast. We've talked a bit about Mike. We've talked about Snooki. Who are these people, and why are they so friggin' fascinating to watch?
Because I think if you want like the silly boots answer, it's because they're just kind of dumb and they don't particularly have much of like a internal monologue when it comes to the actions at hand.
It's all external.
It's
Everything
all
they're
external.
thinking is on the surface.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No deep waters here.
No. And nor do you want them to be, because I think we need them to be our thinking man.
So they're like human cartoons, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, because they all like kind of have their built-in. Like that's the fun part about this time period of reality TV is there was still not heavy branding yet.
Oh
They
yeah.
weren't worried about their how this all looks on socials. What brand deals can I
What
get?
socials? Like
Yeah,
there was
exactly.
no influencer really at that
Totally.
point. Like they just started happening and it was still kind of like a weird subculture. So they were pretty much just kind of left to their own devices, not worried about the edit, nor could they because they shot the first 2 seasons back to back, so they didn't have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just, I think that's one of the things is they're just like compellingly and violently themselves. But I think and once again, and I watched this after the fact, I think the best part about it was that you're seeing the millennial post-recession mindset at its peak where it already realized that it's not going to succeed in life, so it might as well just have fun. Like,
Yes.
the hills were still lying to us. They were still like, you can achieve anything if you
Yeah.
do whatever you want, Lauren. And it's a lie. You just know that
Thanks,
you're Spencer
Heidi.
Pratt in the back with like a handful of
crystals.
hummingbirds. Yeah.
This is all I know about Spencer Pratt: crystals and like hummingbirds.
Yeah,
Like,
and I think the Jersey Shore was just like the first bite of like funny reality that you're like, yeah, that's kind of where we all are right now, which is drunk, fucked up, and partying.
Yeah. That's interesting. I
fascinating.
hadn't really thought about it as being so specifically millennial, but you're totally right. Because like when I think of this, it would have been just when I was like coming out of high school into college, and like it falls very much in that world, and it represents that kind of not ennui, but kind of.
well, it's the idea that like exactly as you said, like what's the point in keeping things a certain way for the future? What future? Let's go fucking wild. Let's YOLO, live like it's the last night of our lives.
Literally that period of music where every pop song was just let's party till that was the one theme we had going.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I think just a fun little shaking the rattle at it all, because very much parents just don't understand. Like what's there to like about this? I mean, there's a lot of negative in the show, lots of negative, but like a lot of negative.
Yes, and
Fuck
especially
Ron.
probably fuck Ron. That guy
Fuck Ron.
is terrible.
Yeah.
It's Ron.
Okay, so the main characters.
Yes.
Run us through the main cast.
So Snooki, we'll go with shortest to tallest. Snooki, who is 4'9",
She's a little meatball.
little meatball. In fact, not Italian. She's Chilean. She was adopted as a child. Which they get into the family vacation season. She just got in contact with her birth mother, and it was very interesting, very strange.
Yeah.
And then we go, we include Dina, who's also 4'10", I believe.
Oh my god.
From New Egypt, New Jersey, which I didn't even know was a place.
No.
Why would it be New Egypt, and why would it be in New Jersey?
Why so many news?
Why not just something new, something original?
Yeah.
You know?
And what does Egypt have to do with New Jersey?
We're all about reboots now. Right?
We're trying again.
We're just getting the original IP sorted.
Yeah.
So we thought the Sphinx in Jersey.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet as the Pharaoh.
Yeah. She came in the third season to replace Angelina. She was like somewhat of a friend of Snooki's. You have to remember, like, they all come from rather like smallish cities outside of proper New York. So like, they may not inherently have gone to the same schools or known each other, but that because of the party scenes, they would have ended up at the same bars.
Sure, yeah.
So there was a lot of cross-contamination between them all before actually going on the show.
Yeah.
They would have all shared cigarettes outside while absolutely plastered and
Exactly.
become besties for a
Yeah.
night.
Held each other's hair.
Yeah, held your shoes kind of thing.
Yeah, hold those Uggs.
Yeah, hold my extensions. So then she comes in the third season. Then there would be Adriana, who disappears after the second season for the rest of the original series, periodically making like a flare up. She comes in
I don't
hot.
even remember her.
She was the one that JWoww was just kind of like, you can stay or get your ass beat, you can stay and get your ass beat, or you can stay and get your ass beat.
Oh.
And then like she came in with the bags, all of her clothes in garbage bags, and she left with all her clothes in garbage bags.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she didn't have like a very great first impression, nor is she having a good one in the family vacation seasons.
Okay.
Oh no.
So, I mean, I was like at certain points just like rattling my TV, just like, please stop, Angelina, like stop, because she's one of the we'll get into this later, I'm sure, but like one of the best and worst things about the show is like how it presents to you people that are actually spiraling out, and then like how you can actually witness the growth of something negative and realize it for yourself or for other people. Because these characters in front of you are actually just always going to be real people, and you can see them going through mental health crisis and like abuse and alcohol and like a drug addiction and everything like that. So you really see a lot of it live, and it teaches you the subtleties of it all, like what to expect in realities when you're seeing that in a way that's like, oh, these people are fine, they have houses, but there's no way they can be addicted to crack. Like,
Yeah.
and then it goes forward. But yeah.
Fascinating, because there are more guardrails against showing people that stuff now. Not none, because
Sort of.
Jax exists
Oh my
from
god.
Vanderpump Rules.
Not anymore, baby. He's gone.
Oh boy, I
Thank
only
God.
know what you say out loud
Yes.
about him. But yeah, people are more worried about their brands and people seeing that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the branding for all of them now is like they're just adults. Like they're kind of all just like morphed into parents, but they still have like they still go out. Like I mean, they're my age roughly.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sitting firmly in the middle of them all, but yeah. Anyways, so then there's Angelina, and then it goes.
Sammy Sweetheart?
No, actually, Ron is shorter than Sammy.
Really?
Ron is 5'6".
Forgot we were going by height.
Yeah.
Going by height, which I love.
Yeah. So then Ron, who is from the Bronx,
Yeah.
he will talk about, but like also hurt people. He's got a very like long list of isms in his family's life, but that led to him being the person he is now. So hopefully, you always root for someone to break that chain.
He's come at me, bro.
Oh.
That's him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the one that constantly is clogging toilets.
Is that where that's from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me,
Yeah.
bro is from Ron on Jersey Shore.
What? I did not
Yeah.
realize that. I thought that was everything you think is just a thing people say is from somewhere.
Man, etymology is incredible.
It's so interesting. Anyway, okay, very good to
Okay,
know. I'm
5,
learning.
6.
I love this.
yeah, and then we go to Sammy, who is like a local. She's just like a pretty girl that's from the neighborhood, I would say. There was really nothing about her for a long time, and then as you progress, she kind of has like a January Jones story arc in Mad Men throughout the show, which I find like a funny comparable, not only just with the amount of cigarettes smoked, but like the small traumas done to the women in the back burners of these really overwrought men.
Yeah.
She's got like a slow burn story arc that like you really see play out over all 6 seasons, where you're just kind of like you're following almost like a Shakespearean type of demise of Sammy towards season 5, where she's like losing her mind over Ron in a big capacity, and you're like, I just don't understand this.
Yeah.
But then everything gets better in the family vacation seasons. Then we have JWoww, who everyone's older sister.
Yeah.
JWoww, she's from the Bronx as well, so her and Ron know each other.
She beat the shit out of you. But
beat
she'll
the
protect the shit out of you.
Oh, she backhanded Mike when they're in Atlantic City, and they play that clip all the time. You can just see his brain shift.
Oh
in
God.
his head.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, she like grew
What
up.
brain?
Yeah, she had a.
There's a lot of space in there. That's why you could see it move.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was raised by her father because her mother unfortunately has schizophrenia and like succumbed to like some pretty horrible mental issues. So they had to seek assistant help for her. So she went to go live away from Jenny when she was a kid. So she grew up basically as an adult child.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Which really comes when you know that, you see it in the show. Like she really stays pretty even keeled throughout, which I enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have Vinny, who's the ultimate mama's boy.
Yep. He 100%. Yes.
Yeah. He's now he has a book called the Guido, his cookbook. Yeah. He also had a long-standing stint as a male stripper for the Chippendales in Las Vegas.
Oh, good
Post
for
or
him.
pre-Jersey?
During the family reunion season or family vacation seasons.
Get it.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Get it, Vinny.
And then he did comedy for a bit. And
Oh.
then he kind of posted some vaguely pro-Trump stuff, but then quickly removed them all. So now I'm just kind of like, all right, we'll see where you are.
Yeah.
Loves a chicken cutlet. Loves a chicken cutlet, though. You know?
Okay. Good to know.
A lot can be forgiven with a good chicken cutlet, but maybe not that.
Maybe not everything.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
not. I don't know. Fascism.
Yeah. Let's get your opinion on white meat.
Oh, he's all white meat.
Okay. And then who comes next?
Who's taller?
Who's taller?
The tallest. Okay, then it's Pauly D, who was the last cast on the show. He's also the oldest. He was 29 in the first episode.
I feel like him and Snooki are the epitome of this show.
Exactly.
When
He's
I
the
think
one
of this
with
show,
Tall hair.
he's the
Yeah.
one with the hair that could break a window.
I have a follow-up question. When we count height, are we counting hair?
No, they did make that joke because we went just skull.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
I just need to know what we're
Skull to
working
skull.
with here because
Yeah.
I know that Snooki has the puff and like all that
Oh, I
stuff.
know. And
Yeah.
then you take like the heels
Yeah.
and stuff, and she's
Height
pushing
is
5
all.
feet, and you're like, oh,
She's
she's
so
getting
close.
too wild.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, but he is the one with the like wild
Yeah,
hair.
I would notably say probably the most consistently successful one out of all of them.
Okay.
Because he's been DJing since the show, before the show, and throughout it. Like he opened with Britney on her Femme Fatale tour.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's had residencies throughout like every party city in the world.
Seems the most likable out of all
Yeah.
of them. The most kind of like, I'm not going to cause drama and I'm going to try to quell it when I can.
Yeah, Aries, big Aries.
Oh,
energy.
is he an
I
Aries?
don't know, but I
Okay.
get that energy. He's just like sprightly and weird and
Yeah.
kind of childish without being stupid.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Fairly likable.
yeah, and he
Yeah.
was cast from MySpace.
Oh.
Yeah, they found a video of him with his home tanning bed, and then they cast him on that.
Boy, that sure is an
an
era you
era,
put in a
yeah.
sentence, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was reading about this because home tanning beds at the time and probably still now are like $10,000.
Oh, my
like they're
cousin had
really
one.
not cheap.
Yeah.
So that's a huge commitment, and I think that's why they were like, that guy.
I just don't I mean, I've never, like, sure, you know, I could never drink a bottle of Coppertone and lay on a bed for an hour.
No.
But, like,
Also, the sun's right there.
it's like free.
You can just get it anytime.
Guys, I don't know if you knew this, but it's like free in there.
Everywhere, in fact.
No, shut up. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to pay for the no commercial version.
Okay.
Oh,
wait.
and then the final is Mike. He's 6 feet tall.
And that is
The
the situation.
situation.
The situation.
And what's his deal? He's like the big. The
He was
biggest
the
one,
first
right?
cast. I think he was kind of like the prototype
Yeah.
for everyone. He was
Right.
like the Guido.
He was the main character,
Yeah.
mostly in his own mind.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they kind of like built a variant of such
Right.
off of him.
Yeah.
So you had like the stay-at-home Guido, you had the party Guido, you had
Right.
the muscled-out juice head Guido.
The rest of the Justice League of
Yeah.
Guidos.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Why stop with one?
Yeah, I understand that when they were casting Mike too, he walked in the room, took off his shirt, and just said, "Need I say more?"
That sounds correct.
This was like that Abercrombie bag years, though,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Where it's
sure.
just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
abs on your bag. And like,
Everything must have
it's,
abs.
like, I don't care about your skull or knees. I just want to see your abs.
So with all these, we know some of the main players, but what kind of impact did these folks have on culture at large, like fashion, music, entertainment? Because this was a phenomenon.
It's this is partially a video experience as well, so I can always be that put it here moment. Well, it's like the Michael Cera in the blowout, or there's like Snooki with the neck brace pointing at the paparazzi with glasses on in Italy. Like, there's some big like just pieces of visual iconography that pop out of the show that I think we get once every decade or so. Like, you get a totem, like a little piece that staples in that decade, and it's like, this was it. Like, you can't get more than this. It was like stupid say something t-shirts and just spray tans.
And I can't speak for everyone. I definitely tried to have a poof.
Oh
I tried
yeah,
to pull a poof.
I knew tons of people who did, even people who didn't watch the show.
No, the bump it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a staple. I can't stress enough to those of you who were not around at this time.
Like, Google these images of this cast if you are not familiar, because you will instantly be transported to 2008.
Yeah, and like the leopard print,
Yeah.
like there was
Well,
so
it's
much
all-
aesthetically about it.
If you look in fashion cycles, right? Like, not to herald back to our last show together, but like in
Please.
fashion cycles, you see the immediate response to one by the other. So like, you're going away from this like magnetic zero, like oaky urban outfitters.
Yep.
Like,
Everything's khaki.
everything's dusty looking.
Yeah.
Everything has like a utilitarian purpose and some kind of like mason jar aesthetic to it. And then you're going right into this like ultra violent, high color, high impact, like Who's That Chick? Kind of Rihanna, David Guetta.
Yeah, glows under a black light kind of energy.
Like Project X. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like in fashion, that's when you're getting into like the Jeremy Scotts of it all. That's the end of Heatherette, which was like a very Hello Kitty-ified thing. Like, it's really embracing like subculture as like a new reality lived, and like party culture is kind of the way out, because that's how people were making money in youth,
Yeah.
which was like party culture.
Yeah.
Post Paris Hilton party culture.
Yeah.
It is interesting to track that sort of stuff, because I do feel like that's kind of coming back now in a lot of ways, or at least like the aesthetic of it. Very loud, very like clashy, very you're not trying to look sophisticated.
No, and like, yeah, because now we're in that post Skims era, right? Where
Yeah.
it's like everything was just grayish and, a millennial pink.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like everyone's like violently against like that specific type of gray flooring that they have in apartments, and everyone's like, I have to glue everything on top of it.
Yeah.
Look at these spoons I turned into a wall. And you're like,
Fucking millennial gray.
yeah, you're like, my God, you're so inventive.
Yeah, and it just reacts and reacts and reacts. Like, this era drove people into the hipster era, which drove people into, it's just, interesting.
Yeah, it's like, and then you obviously get like its little cross sections, like the indie sleaze, the American apparelification of
Totally,
it,
yeah.
out of the indie into the light kind of thing.
Dream of the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Yeah, it I feel like it's just fascinating how much culture it touched, even if you didn't watch it.
Yeah, and it's also just purely a byproduct of pop culture itself.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't exist without that stuff as being part of it. Like, they are not reinventing the wheel. They're just like gluing more shit to it. Like, that's pretty all they're doing is just putting things on top of things. And even as adults now in the new show, they're still vaguely themselves. They instead of like, it's a shirt that says "Come at me, bro," it's like mindful breath. Like, that's what they're wearing on their shirts now. Like, seriously.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just whatever is the catchphrase of the moment.
Oh, yeah. Just
Yeah.
like, think with intent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punch with intent.
Yeah, but it's like Cooper Black.
So, question for you, because obviously there was the original series, 6 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
but there's been a lot since then. Like, it's still airing right now. Where are we? What has happened to all these people? And they're still on our television.
Yeah, it's 8 seasons on now, and the 8 seasons airing. This is the first season where they're actually able to leave America because Mike's passport's allowed to get back to him.
Oh my God. What?
Yeah, he went to jail for tax evasion early on in the reunion seasons.
That was a situation.
Yeah, his whole story is like wild, but it's actually gone the way of less. It's less about them living in the same house and like the antics they get up to at like the Shore store with Danny and stuff like that.
Oh, I forgot about the store.
Oh yeah, how they introduce feudalism to the meat market by being like, you can live here if you work here. And you're like,
Wait, what? Please explain this to
oh,
me.
so Danny owns the house that they live in because it's above his store, the Shore store, where they make T-shirts and sell them all day.
Okay.
But they also do ear piercings there.
Oh,
In
you know, the
case-
2 things you need.
Well, they got salt water. Yeah, it's like connected to the
Clean
East River,
itself,
but
yeah.
like, you know, just blow it off. But yeah, so they like, in order to live there for the summer, rent free, they have to work at the store. So
my
it's
God.
quite literally feudalism.
Jeez.
Upstairs, downstairs. It's our little, you know, Downton Abbey
But
on
they
the
are
shore.
both upstairs and downstairs.
They're all under the pavement. But yeah, the new series, it basically picks up in a way that's very Real Housewives-esque.
Okay.
Where it's like they have their own houses. We go to their houses. We go to like communal dinners together because they have to bring them together because their shooting time is a lot less than it was on the Jersey Shore. But it's like they get a lot more breaks on this one because they have to like set things up because they all have families. They all have other gigs.
Yeah.
So what it is more it's mission based. I find like they're going to go to Aspen for the weekend.
Got it.
Silliness will ensue, or like they're planning a barbecue. You know, it's like that, and you get a lot more like talking head confessionals. So it's more of the Real Housewives experience.
Yeah, I find like so much of the original show was these people who were young and messy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think similar to, I'll equate it to Vanderpump Rules, they were all poor. They were all just going wild.
Mm-hmm.
And then as the show progresses, they get more notoriety, they get more money, they get more like social cachet.
Mm-hmm.
And how tonally has that changed for them? Because obviously they're not doing what they did in the original show. Is it just because people are following, like they're invested in the lives of these people
Mm-hmm.
and how they've grown?
I think the thing is like none of them have chased fame in a big way outside of what they already got from the show.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
none of them
right.
really recorded an album.
They
or
weren't trying to be actors. They weren't trying to be
Snooki was on
models.
WWE.
Oh my God, I remember that.
She what?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yes.
Vinny was on Dancing with the Stars, and so was someone else. I can't remember. Mike.
But that stuff is all still an extension of these personalities.
It is,
Yes.
but like for a while they didn't. Like they were mostly they had so Ron and Vinny, or not Ron and Vinny, sorry, Vinny and Polly had their own show called Double Shot of Love, which was like a finding love for each one of them.
Was that like part of the extension of A Shot of Love, like Tila Tequila,
believe
that whole
so.
thing, which was its own separate nightmare?
Yeah, I believe it might have been, or like a revamp of it.
Yep.
And then Snooki and JWoww had their own show together where they were just roommates in New York. So like they were kind of in the zeitgeist of a lot of that like pre-influencer culture. Some turned into influencers, like Snooki and JWoww kind of became mom influencers in a way.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, but like I think the thing is like because they haven't really chased success in like becoming rock stars or anything like that, then they were able to maintain this like human anonymity for a long period of time, and they all had like stuff to worry about too.
Yeah.
But no, when they approach the show, they all live in like Jersey, like they don't like they live in like New Jersey or Staten Island. Like they don't live like I think.
They didn't all make the big move to Hollywood.
Well, one did, and he like Vinny did, and then he hated it and immediately moved back. So he moved to New York City, which I guess is like the most wild for any of them. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I guess I wonder if that's like a factor of also not being in that like sweet spot influencer culture, because like they wouldn't have automatically become famous by virtue of being known and on the internet.
exactly, and I also think like because of their station in the world, like where they were living, they didn't need to like constantly take in a huge amount of money in order to live lavishly. Like
Right.
they're living in like the suburbs of like Staten Island, New Jersey, Long Island. I mean, like, expensive, sure, but not talking Beverly Hills here.
Right,
So like
yeah.
they have like huge houses, but they can maintain an upkeep and a lifestyle there that they wouldn't have to necessarily worry about if they did move to big cities.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you're doing like if you're just sort of maintaining an income from this personality, why would you push past that? Yeah,
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
All right.
Fascinating.
This is from our Discord. I believe it's from Discord.
Yes, this is from our Discord from Toronto Dave.
Sorry, I'm just so warm right now.
Oh no.
Please go look
So
at the picture
hot.
of this on YouTube. I love this shirt.
Yeah, an incredible shirt was just revealed.
my
We'll
God.
post a
T-shirt
picture
time.
with it.
It's
It is-
t-shirt time, and
time.
this is the t-shirt.
That's all Snooki, right?
That is
all
all Snooki.
Snooki.
Wow, that's really. We're gonna need to get a picture of this afterwards.
My diva. Just the stones didn't fall off. I just purposely not glued them on the glue spot.
Incredible. Okay, so yes, this is actually an excellent reveal because this is a Snooki question.
Oh, perfect.
So wonderful timing. Okay, so this is what was said when when that clip of Snooki getting punched went viral. The reality TV landscape was changed forever. It opened the door for all the debauchery gestures we have today. Agree or disagree?
Yes,
Asterisks.
but
Yeah.
there were shows that did it way worse. Like,
Oh, okay.
you know, there were shows that were, I think the reason why that one popped off so much harder was because it was a man hitting a 4'9" woman. Like,
Yes.
we'll talk about him in a second because there's a whole like moment about him. But I think shows like Bad Girls Club, which had been on prior to this, which was just the baddest girls in all these neighborhoods live in a mansion in LA, and they
Okay.
get blackout drunk and fight all the time, and they hate each other.
Cool.
Like they were like quite literally breaking each other's bones and like throwing
my
them.
God.
Oh yeah, one girl got her hair grabbed and she got literally like whipped across a patio, and then another girl fell into the pool and shattered her ankle and like.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
People wanted to watch this.
I watched all of the
Oh my
seasons
God.
of it. Thank you very much.
Fair.
Oh, even like
I'm so scared.
yeah, it was wild what they were doing. And in this show, I think because it had such an immediate following of people watching, that something like that was just like it really blew the bubble. Like I said, on the hillsification of this docu soap series,
Yeah.
where it's like you're just watching the drama unfold. It's like,
Yeah.
no, this is like reality.
Yeah.
Like she got knuckled out by this dude who was a high school coach, assistant coach. He got fired, couldn't get another job, ended up in the military.
Well, yeah. All right.
Hell surprise.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, well, we can all just sit with that fact. Okay, so
Yeah.
for people who might be listening to this and have never watched an episode, what does a typical episode look like? Because I think most people would be familiar with the gym tan laundry thing being sort of how they run their lives. Those are the three important things.
I'm so happy you asked this question. I can't stop like leaning into like
For emphasis.
it's just this is such a good because I was watching this filmically like as like a 44-minute teleplay, and I was just like, okay, let's see how this works. Like let's break this down. You know, I want to know my actoins.
Yeah.
What I've noticed is that they constantly have an A, B, and C runner.
Yeah.
And it's without a doubt always that. So each episode either begins on the night of or starting the next day. So that's it. Like you're always finishing the night with them or you're starting the day with them.
Okay.
That's kind of how they keep it going, and it passes off in tandem. So if you finished one night with them, the next episode you start the day with them. Like it's very interesting because it gives you this like fraudulent mindset of like keeping a time period with them.
Yes.
And you don't know if it's true or not.
Like a consistency, but they can sort of like mash that together by just like removing a bunch of days in between.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the B storyline, and I've noticed this, because I thought for a while it might be like the C or like a good runner. It's always going to be Ron and Sam. That is their B storyline for the entire original series.
Interesting.
It is, because there's like a growth to this like dysfunction and this like literal woman gone mad, man gone brazen. Like it's you see this entire growth progress throughout the entire show. That's why I brought up like Mad Men. You see that in January Jones's character of Betty when she starts to go darker and darker towards the end of the series.
Yeah, and what drives her to be darker and darker? Well, Don Draper.
Exactly.
You
What
didn't
is-
expect the Mad Men references in this episode, did you?
Oh,
Did you, listeners?
Yeah. And our A story is always going to be what's happening of the day. So that's usually between Snooki and Mike and Dina and Snooki. Like those are your usual combatants.
Yeah.
And your C runner is always Vinny and Pauly D. And
Just
they're
having a good time.
They're just doing something.
They're having bits. They're just enjoying themselves.
They're either a total like Statler and Waldorf observer of what's going on and making like passive comments about it, and it's always very spot on and very like, God, you guys are brilliant. Or they're just doing something stupid behind the backs of everyone for their own fun.
Yeah, you're just kind of like looking in the back of a scene and being like, what are those guys doing with that bucket?
Exactly.
Where are they going?
But then they keep it going interesting by mid-season switching it off to Dina and Snooki, season 3 onwards. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because then they let the meatball hours happen. So when they go out, like the meatballs run amok. And then the guys are at home kind of left to like hang out. And that's when they get into like Vinny's anxiety problems and like Pauly D's trying to get jobs and stuff like that. Like that's where you get their story, and that's when the meatballs run free.
Interesting. So like, lest you think that reality TV shows don't have a very specific structure.
Oh, this one's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the editing is so funny. They always seem to like purposely put it so that all the guys are in one car and all the girls are in another, because there's just such a vibe switch between the two. Like the girls are like literally Angelina shitting her pants in the back of a car while Dina's like crying in the corner and JWoww is trying to get Snooki off the ground, and then it cuts to the guys and they're all just sitting there quietly looking out the window. And it just like swaps. It's just so funny. The editing on the show is hilarious.
That is so interesting. And so are you just literally watching them go to the gym, tan, and then go to the club?
I feel like you rarely see them at the gym.
Yeah, there's only one time that two times, one in Italy, because the creepy old gym guy and Snooki, but then also the only time that you know that that they've been to a gym is the one where Dina finds out that the rumor of her eating ass comes out, and she's like walking around asking them all in the gym, it's like, did you hear I eat ass? And JWoww's like basically dropped the free weights onto the ground and laughing. She's like, I don't eat ass. I don't. It's just kind of like declaring to the world that she's not rimming her boyfriend.
Oh
That's very funny.
All right. Well, let's talk slang, because clearly there's iconic phrases coming out of Jersey Shore. It's got its own lexicon. So what are some of the phrases that your average person might not know what they are? Very obviously, like a smush.
A smush is sex.
Yeah.
So that's a fun one. I don't necessarily why they called it that. I think it was just kind of cutesy, but maybe they just didn't want to say like fuck room.
Yeah, it's a smush room.
It's a smush room.
Oh, okay.
They're keeping it classy for television.
Exactly.
Right.
Then there's the bennies, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's people from outside of New Jersey cities coming in. So bennies.
Yeah.
Grenades.
Which are?
Unattractive women or men. But they usually use it for women. There's a lot of really hateful words and terms used for women in the show.
Yeah.
Listen, it doesn't age well.
Look,
I believe
the grenade
it.
is the friend of the beautiful woman that you're trying to
Jump
hit.
on.
And so your friend jumps on the grenade for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not unlike Paris Hilton's 2000s movie, The Hottie and the Naughty.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
2008,
Remember that one.
For those who weren't really actively around, the 2000s were, I mean, all time is a terrible time for women, but like specifically hateful.
Oh, yeah.
And like obviously and verbally
Well, there was a new
hateful.
way to hate women, which was exciting.
Oh,
The internet.
Truly.
The internet.
Yes.
You can hate them.
Web 2.0 really gave us a new world.
That's right. Thank you, Perez Hilton.
Yeah. Oh, God. The little cum stains he would draw on people.
Oh,
So
boy.
stupid.
Yeah, and this would have been post Paris Hilton
Simple Life.
because like I think this was part of that that oeuvre.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because MTV wasn't doing like scripted television. They
Right.
were only doing reality TV. So that's where you got all their like next bus and all that shit. So this was
Oh,
like the
yeah.
next step forward production wise.
Yeah.
Then there's like the stages of Snooki drunk that is only something they talk about in the new season. But you witness, once they point it out to you, you see it in the old seasons too, which is like there's Nicole who's sober. Then there's Snooki who's a little like funsies. And then there's Snickers, who's a little strange and mischievous. And there's Snackers, who's when she's too drunk, she'll just sit down and eat.
Oh, my God.
And then there's Dren. And Dren is like when she's completely gone. And like Dren takes
not even
over.
close to the other names.
How
No.
did we get to Dren?
It's a hard road, but you see it. Oh my God. In the new seasons, Dren is There's also a reason why Dren is everywhere in the family vacation seasons is because Gianni, like Snooki's husband, was caught on the Ashley Madison list.
Oh no.
Yeah, and so she did not want to, like, she was absent from a little bit, but she did not want to talk about that at all.
Yeah,
and it
fair.
was very obvious that she was curbing this anxiety through drinking.
Yikes.
So for a couple seasons strong, Dren was just like everywhere, and you couldn't avoid Dren. Luckily, Dren's a fun television watch, but when you know the backstory, you're kind of like, oh, poor Snooki.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. That's
That
rough.
It is, yeah.
Are there any other phrases that people need to
I mean, t-shirt time.
t-shirt time? What is t-shirt,
T-shirt time.
It is t-shirt time.
T-shirt time is the time before you go out. It's like at the pre where you're just hanging around and you don't want to wear your good shirt and get it all wrinkled or possibly stained before you go to the bar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
before the cabs arrive, you scream t-shirt time and you put on your t-shirt and you go to the cab.
And then when the cabs arrive, you say,
Cabs here.
"Cabs are here."
Cabs are here. And then they tried to do it in Italian and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
not remember that one.
It's just one of them that screams "cabs are here" all the time, right?
It's usually Pauly D.
It's
Yeah,
usually
okay.
Polly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most of the phrases I feel like are Pauly.
Yeah,
He's the most iconic.
Yeah, he's got a really great sense of like self-branding.
Oh, okay.
He does a lot of it in the newer seasons. He's really like he's quite clever, and I think obviously like one of the most emotionally intelligent people other than JWoww on the show.
I mean, yeah, I imagine that's not like the highest bar,
No.
but a bar to clear nonetheless, and good for you.
It's a bar they haven't drank at.
Okay, so we talked a bit about this off the top, but how do you know how Italian Americans feel about this show?
Like I said, I'm Italian, and like Italian and Italian American New Yorkers,
Yeah.
like that tri-state area, it's incredibly
It's
different.
their
Totally.
own vibe.
It's their own subsect. It's kind of
Yeah.
like being French Canadian, but being Acadian. It's like
Yes.
it's like a version within a version.
Yeah.
And that's why the whole Italy season kind of flopped for them. It's because no one wanted to talk to them.
Yeah, they
in
were like,
Italy.
"What the fuck is this?"
Okay, can somebody please explain to me this Italy season? I need to know more.
Italy's kind of like the pressure cooker season. It's where all the bad things kind of happen. And it's because they get stuck in Italy. So they sent them to Florence, I believe. I know it wasn't Rome because they constantly were making jokes about how they were in Rome, and everyone's like, "You're not in Rome."
Oh my god, I'm sure they appreciated the Duomo.
Oh, it was like, and there's only two people that could drive. One of them being Snooki because she's the only one that knew how to drive a stick. That's how she ended up with the neck brace because she got into a car accident.
What?
Yeah, and so she's just walking around Florence with like a neck brace, eating pickles in her like giant fuzzy shoes.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful imagery. I'm sure it's on my chest.
It is it's at the very top
It
of your
quite
chest.
literally is.
Oh, yeah, for
And
sure.
there's also her with a pickle, which
Yeah.
I love.
And then she's pregnant on her little Vespa. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So while they're there, the problem is during the whole show, Mike is addicted to opiates. Like he's wrote a whole book about this. Like it's a big part of like his character journey and his personal journey in the new seasons. Is his sobriety, and he was addicted to opiates during this entire show. And in Italy, he didn't have the connect. So as the season's going on, he's going through massive withdrawal, and he starts to get a little rear windowy. Like he starts to have a lot of conversations to himself. He starts to like build up situations that didn't happen to happen, and it blew up into a point where him and Ron got into a fight. And then he slammed his... So the house that they're in Italy is not a house. It's an old bank that was closed that they converted into a house for them to live in because there was just no place like that in Florence that they
that
could...
would have the ability to set up to
Right.
film and
Exactly.
all of that.
Yeah.
Outdoor spaces, that many bedrooms, blah, blah, blah. Plus, like, it's... Because it was on the second floor, they were able to grab all of the people that they were bringing in and get them to sign waivers before going up, like the camera, the production team.
Okay.
And so because of its build, it's also, like, everything is, like, steel lined and, like... covered in cement. So he like slammed his head into the wall intentionally to like try to, I don't know what.
Prove a point or something.
That's what they were saying. But like people also have suggested that he did that in order to get to the hospital to get painkillers.
Oh no.
Because he was going through such bad withdrawal.
Oh my god.
So you kind of just see this really like wavering man, and like he's just coming to grips with them. Because in the Miami season 2, kind of a similar thing happens, but then at one point you can see that he found a connect because he started feeling better and he started acting normal again.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh.
but like the Rome or like the Florence one, it really goes off.
I love that you called it Rome.
I know. Well, they kept saying, "Is that the Vatican?" to every old building.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh no.
And then there's also like that's where like the final bit of the Ron and Sammy saga like ends. Like that's where I feel like her Ophelia kicks in and she's like, "I'm gonna jump out the window. You're driving me crazy. Like why?" Like their whole everything, his gaslighting. This is like why I say their storyline is really important because it really shows people what emotional abuse starts as and what it turns into and how it can go this place and like really recognize the warning signs. I mean, no one ever plans to be a martyr, but like Sammy kind of did do that as like a millennial like martyr once again. That word.
Yeah.
But yeah, she became the spokesperson, unfortunately, of this toxic relationship culture, and like
Yeah.
it really shone a light on that.
So,
Fascinating.
like, we spent a lot of their youth together. How are they all doing now?
Oh, they're fine.
They're fine. But obviously, they've been through a lot of different things, like Mike with the situation with his opioid addiction, abusive relationships in some cases. Like, are they all still on the show? Has everyone
are.
come back?
So the new season kicked off, and Sammy refused to come back for obvious reasons.
That's
Good.
good.
She was kind of like tired of feeling like, you know.
And she's not with him.
No.
Thank
They
God.
they broke up after season 6, the final
Okay.
season.
Great.
For good. And so yeah, so she's not in it until like season 7, late season 6, early season 7. But
And that's season 7 of the reboot of
yeah,
it.
Family Reunion
Okay.
or Family Vacation. I always get the title confused. But Angelina's back in it, who looks so completely different to her original self. Like, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things. Did she get a full fucking facelift, or did she just cut her bangs? Like, I couldn't figure it out. There was something so dramatic, but also subtle.
Yeah.
I don't know. So she's not mentally well. She has like a whole. She's just kind of she's better. She's doing better now. She's actually going to therapy, and like you can really see her the work that she's putting in, and that's good. And like she takes breaks away from the show and everything like that. But prior to, I mean, God, this was like, it was just shaking someone. It's like so clear, like emotional neglect as a child turned into, I need to have all the attention by causing every fucking fire around me.
Yeah.
And then there's like a whole storyline about her finding out her biological father's not her biological father. And that she meets her biological father, starts to build a relationship. Then he starts taking advantage of her for money because she's making a lot of money from the show.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so there she's like losing more trust in people, and that starts to trigger things. So she really goes off. Everyone else seemingly okay-ish. Snooki, obviously, like I said, because of her husband's adultery, kind of goes down the form of abusing alcohol, but she's never like claimed to be an alcoholic. It's just clear that she uses it as a way to get like avoid, as an avoidance tactic, which don't celebrate, but also has led to some really funny fucking moments. Of like, because she'll pass out as Nicole at like 11 o'clock, and then just the camera just stays on her, and then a time lapse will happen, and then midnight, it's all of a sudden just reanimates as Dren, like comes up and sits up completely, and just like gets out of the chair and walks and stands and goes away. And then has complete conversations with people.
What?
And it's just like totally unscathed person, but she becomes like a total asshole and like hones in on people and starts picking at them and like for like mocking them. And everyone's like, oh no, just don't look at Dren in the eyes. Just look at Dren in the eyes.
Avoid.
Mythological creature.
She's our Dren.
Oh my God, just like a cryptid.
Yeah, exactly. She's the pasta fingers. Or salad fingers,
Salad
the
fingers,
creepypasta. And the only other one that's not doing the best is Ron. Clearly, like I said, hurt people. Like his mother had a pretty bad drinking addiction, so did his father. So Ron's constantly been seeking sobriety, and that's kind of like his journey with this, because he had bad relationships where both he was the abuser and he was getting abused. And you know, it's difficult because you don't want to root for this kind of person, because you're like, I've seen you manipulate women so long, and I really don't like you. But you also see what that person means to a lot of people, and you're like, well, I kind of just hope that you do okay, just not here.
Yeah.
Just go away. Like, you have a kid. Like, he wants to be a really good parent.
Yeah.
Like, he's constantly, that's his focus. So, like, this season now, he's not in it as often. He's, like, hell-bent on being nothing but sober. And,
Yeah,
like,
and I can't imagine that environment is good for her.
No.
Not even just like in the actual, but to bring you back and be around the people with whom you were probably your worst self.
Exactly, yeah. And also, like, him and Sammy are back on it together in some episodes. And the waters are still not good for obvious reasons, but, like, they can stand being around each other. I think that's more or less just, like, kind of bringing the Spice Girls all back. Like, necessarily they don't all want to, because they all had different reasons
They
to not
need
want
that paycheck.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good paycheck. Snooki has her own stores, so does Sammy.
Yeah.
The Snooki store, she just opened a new one in Nashville.
And
What is in a Snooki store?
Literally couldn't tell you.
Oh.
Fascinating.
It's just like an apothecary of everything, kind of tacky.
Sure.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's like pashminas
Apothecary.
and like random Jersey Shore-esque
The stuff she
shirts,
likes.
Candles,
Beautiful.
Jar
White
of
lady
pickles.
store.
like jar of pickle, maybe, but maybe not. Maybe just a lip gloss.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean?
Or
Like
maybe
Yeah.
it's pickle flavored.
I think it's more or less just for bachelorettes. Like
Oh,
it's kind of
okay.
got like that
Yeah.
grab all kind of
Yeah.
tuck shop energy.
Be like, let's just go to the Snooki store.
Exactly.
Let's get
I'm gonna be
ready.
crazy.
Interesting. New and fresh ways to monetize.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, most of them are fine. I mean, Paulie still DJs. He does appear in Toronto once like every year.
Oh, interesting.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's true. He was coming not that long ago. I think
Yeah.
he was here with DJ James Kennedy
I
from
think-
Vanderpump.
I think we briefly saw one of those like ghost, like paranormal shows where somebody comes in and were you there when he was on one of those?
Was he?
Yeah.
That would be good content.
It was like a psychic, a medium thing.
That would be good content.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to. This is going to be a weird question because
Wait.
obviously we've talked about the show has a lot of darkness to it and a lot of darkness in their lives, and you watch people go through really horrific things. What about this show do you love? Like, what is the thing that brings you joy about this show and like entices you in?
Yeah. Ooh.
Like, is it watching the human condition play out on a public
Yeah.
stage?
That is interesting.
I just think it's silly because they are very funny and like there's an earnestness to it which you can't help but be captivated by. They're all quite sweet in their own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all very lovely people and they're just kind of doing what they can do with their circumstances given.
Yeah.
But like they're just arguably really funny. Like they are awful people. They've said and done some pretty wretched shit. But like at the end of the day, it's like there's still something really funny about like a 4'9" woman eating a pickle with a hat that says porn star in training, digging a wedgie out.
It is an aesthetic that I think I know you love.
Oh yeah, it's just like life camp.
Yeah,
Like-
totally.
Because they're always like I view them kind of unlike a Mad Men once again, but like this is more of like.
Are you also watching Mad Men?
No,
You're just feeling it.
I just love it. Well, it's because I quit smoking again, and so watching the Jersey Shore is like watching Mad Men because every 5 minutes one of them's got like a cigarette in their
Yes.
mouth.
Right, yeah.
And you're like, oh my god. But it's kind of like they're kind of like an Addams family of sorts because everyone around them is just like a tourist in like their Madras shorts and flip flops and stuff. And then you look to the left and there's just this roided out Guido.
This lurch.
Yeah, with 2 meatballs tailing behind him in fuzzy shoes, and you just kind of can't help but giggle at like the complete like vulgarity of their existence.
Yeah,
and that's why
right.
it's nice. Like, you know, when it's just people that are just once again violently themselves.
Yeah.
That is sort of an interesting way to think of it as like the camp of it all.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people who don't necessarily understand the appeal of this do understand the appeal of camp, right? And comparing the two is very interesting.
Yeah, they're just a Brady Bunch of sorts.
Yeah.
Like they leave their little plastic backgrounds and their duck phones.
Yeah.
And they go out into the real world and
Oh,
they're
the
like,
duck
oh god.
phone. I forgot about the
duck
duck
phone.
phone.
Yeah.
How they killed it in the last episode.
I don't remember. I have to.
'Cause
Am
the
I going
ball
to
cake.
rewatch this? I'm going to rewatch this show. I think.
Yeah, the very last moment of that the series finale of the first season is when Mike finds out that the cake that he got from his ex-girlfriend at the tanning salon had balls dragged over it, and he ate it, and then he grabs the duck phone and smashes it on the ground.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh, Mike.
a violent
moment
end
of
to
drama.
a beautiful hero.
How Shakespearean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems as though there is a certain level of authenticity and genuine behavior that is interesting. That there's no level of cool detachment.
No, I mean they're like. There's no point do I look at them and think, oh god, they're so. Well, maybe Jenny. Jenny's always kind of cool.
Yeah. She's very cool.
And like the whiplash of her looking like a full blown porn star in the original season, and then just like everyone's mom in the new seasons. It's wild and so funny, and I love it.
And we all know that girl.
Oh yeah. She just like got more filler than Jenny, I'm assuming. But like, it's insane.
What's the nerdiest thing you've done in relation to this fandom?
I was trying to think because this is like one that I kind of picked up where you couldn't be nerdy about it.
Like, is this shirt?
No, this was for a birthday party.
Oh my God,
a friend
I
of
love
mine's
that.
birthday party was Jersey Shore themed, which was great because the bar we went to also had another themed birthday party happening that night.
What?
Yeah.
Was it Mad Men?
No, it was Summer of Love. So everyone was dressed as like 60s British people.
Oh my
And then there was
God.
2008 New Jerseyans. Like my friends went in on it. Like we all
Oh
I was covered in bronzers.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
It was a wild, weird night. The bar made Ron juice and
That's
So silly.
incredible. That sounds like such a weird West Side Story to occur in one place.
yeah, it was a bottleneck episode among. It was very community energy.
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
The weirdest thing I think during the pandemic, my friend Cam and I did this like lecture thing for the Art Gallery of Ontario. where we discuss this portrait or the picture of Snooki with the neck brace pointing and like this photo of like the xenomorph from Alien wearing a ball gown.
Oh my gosh.
We were just like, oh, they're paying us a lot of money just to be stupid. Let's just act like this is something special.
So were you like discussing it in
how
the
one led
terms
to
of,
the other, yeah, through iconoclasm and iconography.
And could you run us down the
Nope.
basic?
There is a link of
for a
it.
membership.
There is a link for it on their website that still exists.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
like, you can
going in
watch
the
it.
newsletter.
But I could not remember. Quite literal fever dream. We were just talking about it and like musing.
Oh my God.
How about the postmodernism of it all?
Fashion.
All right, we're getting to our mini game, which is there's no limit to how many wild things the Jersey Shore cast has said over the years. So I'm going to throw you a Jersey Shore quote, and you tell me who said it.
I thought you were gonna say, is this from Jersey Shore or is this from Trump?
Oh.
I think in order to do that, we would have to do any research or read
I
any
don't wanna
more
read
about
what
Trump
that
than
man
is
has to
necessary.
say.
You know what? He's a Benny. Don't pay attention.
Okay, we're going to start easy. Everybody loves me. Babies, dogs, hot girls, cougars. I just have unbelievable mass appeal.
Do I have to guess which person said this from the shore?
Yes.
That's right.
That was Mike.
That was Mike, the
was Mike.
situation.
Yeah.
You want to go?
Yeah. Okay. You stalk my whole entire life.
Is that Sammy?
No.
That is Pauly D.
Pauly D.
Oh, the stalker, the one that made him the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a literal stalker?
He also had another stalker that followed him into the new series in a really cute way.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Okay. Cute stalker?
I know,
Yeah.
Men may be from Mars and women from Venus, but I'm from the Jersey Shore.
Is that Snooki?
No.
Is it Sam?
No.
No.
But it is one of the women.
No, I know. Well, it's got to be Dina.
It's JWoww.
No! She's not from Jersey. She's from the Bronx. She's a liar.
lied.
She's lying.
She's a liar.
Okay. If that bitch still plays laser tag, she's too young for you, bro.
Oh, that was Pauly D.
Yeah.
That is honestly very funny.
They do this. That was a running bit for several scenes. Like, it would cut from them saying it outside of, like, they thought the Vatican. And then to inside of the house to upstairs in the patio. Like, they kept doing it. It was really quite silly.
And it is a good bit.
That is very, very funny. Okay, how about this? I took the LSAT the day Jersey Shore premiered, and after that, I was too busy to go to law school.
Oh. Who was studying to be a lawyer? Was it Vinny?
It was.
ding,
Yeah,
ding,
nicely done.
Okay.
Okay. I don't go tanning anymore because Obama put a 10% tax on tanning. McCain would never put a 10% tax on tanning because he's pale and would probably want to be tan.
Snooki.
Yep.
Didn't hesitate.
No. She's got so many good one-liners about tanning. I like being tan. Fuck you.
Okay. I'm the sweetest bitch you'll ever meet.
That's Sammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arguably the only thing interesting she said.
Yep. That's not wrong.
Okay, my only rule, never fall in love at the Jersey Shore.
Ron.
That is
Absolutely.
absolutely correct. Man,
Yeah.
you're on a roll here.
And he keeps saying it every season. He's like, I shouldn't have fallen in love with the Jersey. I was like, I don't know if you fell in love.
You fell in something.
You fell in a pile
Yeah.
of your own dog shit.
You fell.
I think the statue of David is pretty sexy. I'd do him.
That's Dina.
That's Dina.
Yeah.
Yep.
Horny
Incredible.
Dina, who also pivots hard from being the horny. She never, she wasn't promiscuous by any stretch.
But she was horny.
Horny.
Horny the
There
F
is a
up.
difference.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's a notable
It's like she's horny. And then in the new seasons, she's like married to Chris and has kids. And she's like the mom. She plans buys them all matching shirts for photos and stuff.
Aw, I wonder what it's like to be the kids of these people.
It must be wild to see what
find
your
out.
parents have done.
Yeah, can you imagine? I mean, it would be very hard to discipline them as teenagers.
No, I'd be like, you can't say shit to me.
You can't say shit.
If you look up too much swag in the dictionary, there'll be a great big picture of my face.
Pauly D?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Last but not
do the last
least,
one?
I'm trying to build up an empire because after this, I cannot get a normal job.
Is that Snooki?
Yes,
That
Yeah.
is
Snooki.
Snooki.
That is.
And she didn't need to.
No.
No.
She
She
didn't need to get a normal job.
Yeah.
They had some funny stuff though. Like they had a Christmas album.
What?
Yeah,
Who of them can sing?
I don't think they sang.
That's
It's
not
like,
important for a Christmas album. What are you talking
We've
about?
seen Drag Race.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
true,
temp
that's true.
music. Yeah, I think one of the songs is Santa got run over by a meatball.
God.
It's really good. I play it every year. I can't remember the name of it because it's not Christmas, obviously.
What do you mean by good in this context?
Yeah.
It's good.
Camp?
It's, like Alvin and the Chipmunks could never.
Okay, I
you know?
understand. Yeah.
Are they all?
Mariah?
They're all Jersey Shore themed, I imagine.
Yeah, they're somewhat colloquial. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All
There's
right,
something
all right.
in GTL, and so it's
Yeah.
God, I love
there's
it.
a
Well,
lot.
I
Gonna
love
have to
it.
link to that in the newsletter as well.
It's a good one.
Yep.
Do you have anything you need the people to know
Yeah.
about Jersey Shore?
The hot takes.
What's your-
No, I mean like it's not good, but it's fantastic. It's like there's 1,001 ways to hate it, and there's 1,001 ways to love it. Like you have to know that these people are just people, and like Ron sucks. Period. That's it. Like he just is not a good person, but you hope for the best that he can be for his kid.
Yeah.
Like everyone else in the show is fine, but they're just people. Like it's silly.
Yeah.
It's no different. Like I root for them more than I would root for a Real Housewives franchise because of how like these people are still somewhat blue collar,
Right.
Yeah.
in their
Yeah.
ways. They're like blue collar celebrities.
Yeah, and it is kind of interesting how people get like attached. This is the same thing as Vanderpump, right?
Yeah.
You get attached to these people who just are people, like you would-
Vanderpump are not people anymore.
but yeah, over time
Over time.
but it seems as though this kind of escaped that, and that
Which
they
I think makes it more
remained in that.
interesting for
Absolutely.
me. It's just like you watch these people be so raw, so themselves, so messy for so many years, and then to take a break and come back and be like,
Oh, they're just people.
they're just people, but they're still those people.
Yeah.
They just have other things that they have to take care of in their lives and like have grown a bit.
And it is
hopefully.
one thing I do find very interesting about this in our in retrospect from our current culture, where everything is like highly sanitized, highly curated to make sure that people see exactly the version that you want them to see.
Yes.
That there's something interesting about just empathizing with really problematic people.
Yeah, and like I think a lot of people's uncomfortability with the problematic nature of most of them is the fact that that also was them as that teenager or that time period.
In 2008, yeah. I probably said some stuff I'm very glad is not on the internet, and
absolutely.
I would be very happy to tell you I was an idiot.
No, yeah, I think it really makes you like kind of have to be a bit more patient with people's development and like how specific things like education of topic matters and everything is still like somewhat hard for people to get a hold of in certain areas.
Totally.
Like you kind of have to meet people where they are, and that shows no exception of that. But like that time period of media is something that we should look as like a little questionable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's remember that is always present and could come back. Let's have it not.
I mean, it's still present and coming back. Like,
It
yeah.
absolutely is.
We are coming right back to 2008 all over again.
The
in pop
2000s
culture.
are in all the wrong ways.
Yeah, see therapy, seek help. BetterHelp.com.
Oh no, they're not sponsored. Don't.
Although if you need, if you wanna
Don't.
be a
No.
sponsor.
redacted.
Take it out. Take it out.
No one needs help. Everyone's fine.
Worsehelp.com. Worse help. And at the end of every episode, we like to share our micro fandoms of the week, which we're going to do in a hot little moment. But before we do, here's some ways you can connect in with us. The show's always going to be free, but you can show your support in so many different ways. One of them is with money. Go to patreon.com/The Fandom Show, where you can get access to episodes early. You can submit questions. You can enjoy our Nerds Letter. You can listen to our exclusive patron podcast, The Fan Club, or just come say hello to us. You can find us on social media at Fandom Show Pod or at our website, thefandomshow.com.
Is it t-shirt time? Well, good news, we have
It is
merch.
t-shirt time!
If you want, thank you. If you want to snag a t-shirt, we have them. We have exclusive Fandom Show merch. So head to thefandomshow.dashery.com and you can grab that for yourself. Please also tell all of your nerdiest friends about us, or your regular friends, or any friends you like, really. Maybe there's an overlap. And
Tell your enemies, honestly.
yeah,
They
literally.
can learn some stuff.
literally-
Maybe they'll see more eye to eye with you.
That's right.
Because they'll understand you a bit better.
Yeah, tell everyone. Tell your mom. If you can get on your podcast provider of choice, doesn't matter what it is, do a little rate, review, and subscribe. We are one of those podcasts that's tricky to find because we cover literally everything. But that means that everyone should like us.
I'll never stop. I'll never stop covering everything.
That's right. We will never specialize. You
can't make me.
You can't. There's fans of everything. So yes, we want to get more out in the world. So if you can go and do a little review, it doesn't matter. It can be anything. Be honest. Tell us your true heart song. We read every single one of them.
It's true.
Then that really helps us get up on the charts, which means more people can find us and we can have more fans of fans. Finally, if you want to chat with us or other fans, you can go on the From Superheroes Discord where you can meet those other fans and you can hit us up directly. That's it.
Kaya?
Yeah.
We're at our micro fandom time.
Yeah.
How about that? What what are you fanning out about right now?
Okay, here's what I recommend. I recommend when next time you're like, I need a book, instead of looking up best books or whatever, just go to the library and wander around. That's what we used to do back in the day before
in
we
ye
had the
olden
pocket
times.
computers. Yes. So that's the thing I like to do sometimes when I don't have a book is I'll just wander through the stacks and see like, oh, I've heard of this. I've heard of this author, or I've heard this book before. Maybe I'll grab it. So I did this and I picked up Haruki Murakami's Dance Dance Dance. I had heard of Murakami before, famously for Norwegian Wood, which I have never read. I had never read any of his work before, and I really, really enjoyed this book. And I think part of what made me enjoy it, besides the fact it is beautifully written and a really interesting sort of magical realism narrative about death, so good, so cool, right up my fucking alley. But it's also that I just discovered it. You know, nobody told me I had to read it, which I still love as a recommendation, but it wasn't on a top 10 list. I just found
Wasn't a
it.
book club thing you had to do.
Yeah, and all of those are wonderful, but there is a magic and a mystery to just pulling a book off the shelf and hoping for the best. So that is what I am a fan of right now.
love it.
Steph, what about you?
This is almost beside reality TV because I, on a similar vein but not, I love to look through a little free library.
You do.
I absolutely adore it. I love seeing what's in there, what could be fun.
You also love curb junk. It's just like a
I
thing that.
love curb junk. I'll pick up anything.
Well,
but
that's not totally
When I
true.
was in British Columbia, I picked up The Other Boleyn Girl. The Other Boleyn Girl being very not realistic account of Anne Boleyn's sister, from her point of view, Mary Boleyn, who was had an affair with the king before the whole Anne Boleyn thing. So it's a third-person view of Anne Boleyn's shitstorm of a relationship. And it's just like petty bitch gossip.
Yeah.
Like, it's so juicy and it's so ridiculous. It's also, again, I cannot stress enough, not factual. These people existed.
Not a
That's
history
probably
book.
where it ends.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I couldn't put it down. And that is rare for me with a book. And I don't know why this book. Why did this book capture me? I love Henry VIII and all of his drama. It just feels like watching reality TV anytime you hear about him. Like, this
Yeah.
man was wild. He'd do anything.
Oh my God! If reality TV existed,
Oh, I
when
would kill to watch that.
Henry VIII existed, that would
I would
absolutely
kill.
be a thing.
I would kill just like he did to watch that. He's a
Messy.
messy king.
He is the situation.
Yeah, there would be a whole story arc about gout.
Yeah, about his whole
Yeah.
gushy leg. His leg is
Love gout.
nasty.
It's true, it's a whole
It was just an open wound for so long.
Wow.
He'd be like, "Why don't they like me on my pus leg?" You know, like, it's messy. Anyways, I had a really fun time. It is like an airport book. It's a beach read. If you want something fast, furious, ridiculous.
Yeah, the way we were discussing it is that if the Da Vinci Code is for divorced dads, this is for divorced moms.
Yes, speaking of which, I'm starting to read Angels and Demons, which is the first book of the Da Vinci Code series.
You'll hear more about that later, I'm sure, because we have a whole book club thing happening.
Big divorced dad energy.
Robert Langdon woke up to a fax machine. Yeah.
Yep, yeah.
That
that's
is
the
what
energy.
that-
yeah.
that's how
How
the
it
books
all,
are?
all of the books with Robert Langdon, he wakes up in the middle
Is
of the night.
it?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
He wakes
Nice.
up to a fax machine or
That's
an
right.
email or a phone call.
Very
Fax
special
machine
symbol
with
boy.
a picture of a dead body with the Illuminati branded onto it. Oh,
Could you imagine just like one day could it be a puppy that you fax
just
me?
send
like,
a little puppy with a little collar that says hi.
Yeah, just
Love
like,
you.
the jazz cats from The Office.
Yeah.
Send me that poster.
And that puppy is a stonemason.
Yeah.
Justin, what are you nerding out about? What are you loving right now?
I think it's funny that we all picked books.
I know.
How silly, because
wow.
I'm so literate.
So well
We're all
read.
so literate.
And doing art by accident.
Doing art by accident. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah. There's a book series I found via TikTok from like this Albertan librarian. It's by this author named Nathan Aldean. If you're anybody in my social life, you've known me to talk nothing about anything but this book series for a while. But that's actually a pseudonym for these two writers who were a couple in the 80s, these two guys. Both unfortunately passed away of AIDS, but one of them was the screenplay writer of Beetlejuice, and the other one was the guy that wrote the book adaptation of Clue.
What?
And it's a little 4-part series of the same characters, a gay guy and his best gal pal in Boston in the 80s solving crimes, like murder mysteries in the gay community. And it's really funny and silly and like lighthearted and like 200 pages, little
Oh my
cozy crime
God.
novels.
Oh, I want to read the
Yeah,
shit out of
they're
that.
called like Vermilion is the first one, then Cobalt, Slate, and then Canary.
Okay.
And they're just
Oh my
really
God.
funny. They're really so funny and like very interesting. First one's set in Boston, the second one's in P-Town. I don't know where the other two are because I'm not there yet, but like
Oh my God, fun.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
yeah, they're a little hard to come by. Unfortunately, you can buy them on the Indigo website
Okay,
or
well.
Amazon, but you can get them on thrift books as well.
Oh, cool.
Incredible.
All right, we'll have to look into that because I love
That
genre.
sounds so fun.
I love
It's-
gay genre.
All I do is giggle and read them. They're like really well put together. I was quite offended.
Damn you. Damn you both.
How dare you?
Exactly.
Justin, thank you so much for being here. Where can people find you? What do you want people to know about?
You can just find me on Instagram. I'm either doing drag or posting about Jersey Shore now. Cooking.
Are you, though?
I don't know. I'm a writer as well as Kaya
You
and
sure as
you
hell
well.
are.
Like, you know that we do nothing except everything that we should be doing. So I'm usually at home.
So real.
I know. And unfortunately, like my dad's really supportive of me like getting really in touch with my Italian roots. So he's bought me like a pasta maker. So I've been making a lot of pasta.
Fun.
Yeah.
What's your favorite shape?
Flat.
Beautiful.
Next
Beautiful.
question.
You can also go watch Queens.
Oh, you
right?
could go watch Queens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CBC Gem in Canada.
You wrote it.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
It was almost Pride now, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It's always almost
It's
Pride.
always Pride. It's always right after Labor Day, and it's always almost Pride.
Thank you so much. This has been incredible. Until next time, everyone, love the things you love and tell everyone about them. Bye. See you at the Jersey Shore.
Buddy.
The Phantom Show.